My mother's husband got me pregnant, and now he wants to marry me. I am confused whether to continue with this marriage or not. Story time. My mother gave birth to me out of wedlock, and I was staying with my grandmother in the village. When she finally got married, she's living in Enugu with her husband. So, after 1 year into the marriage, she came to the village and told my grandmother that she wants to take me along. And during that period, I was just 14 years, and I started living with them. My mother is a nurse, so she's always busy with her job. She's that type of a nurse that doesn't look back to see how family is doing, especially when there is no child available. So I was left with just the husband. I always spend my time with the husband alone. And something started happening. At first, when I come back from school, because I was going to one of the secondary school around then, anytime I come back, the husband will come back from his workshop and ask me to open my legs. And when I do, he will start asking me how many people touch you, how many boys touch you, and all of that. And I'll tell him that nobody touched me. And he will start touching me there, you know. And this thing continued over and over again. Sometimes it even got to the point that he will be putting his tongue there. And at some point, he started telling me to be putting my own mouth inside his own odogu and all of that. When this whole thing started, I told my mother about it. And my mother said if she ever hears such a thing from my mouth again, that she is going to send me back to the village. And I have lived in Enugu. Life in Enugu is better than that village life where you have to go to and fetch firewood and go to the stream to fetch water and all of that. So when she threatened to send me back to the village, I kept quiet. This thing happened over and over again, to the point that before I got to 19 years, her husband impregnated me and gave me a particular stuff to take, which makes the belle comot. But he almost spied me because that thing, the experience is something that I don't want to go through again. I did not tell my mother because she will not believe me. So this thing continued over and over again, to the point that I am confused. I don't know what to do again. Now, the major problem is that I am 20 years now. The husband has impregnated me again. And I was at home that day alone. And while my mother was coming, it happens to be the point I was vomiting. And because she's a nurse, nobody needs to tell her that it's pregnancy. But she did run a test, pregnancy test, to confirm. And when it was confirmed that I am pregnant, she asked me again. I did not waste time to tell her that it was her husband and this is the second time. My mother was disappointed. She screamed. She asked me, why didn't you tell me? I told you. I told her severally, but you want me not to talk. So when her husband came back, she asked her husband, and her husband did not deny it. Her husband said, yes, that he is responsible and that he would want to marry me. My mother said over her body. And the next thing she did is to take me to her sister's house. So I am right now in my aunt's house. And that her husband have been coming often to see me, buying all manner of gifts for me, telling me to keep the pregnancy, that he is ready to marry me. Right now, he is begging me to accept him so that he will marry me. But I am confused. The truth is that this man have made me to be fond of him, because he's the first man that knock my opwe, you know. He's the one that opened my beku. So I have fallen for him, but my conscience is still telling me that what I'm doing is wrong. So, and because I told my mother at the early stage that he can stop it, that she can stop it, and she did not, I have fallen for her husband. Right now, the man wants to marry me. I don't know whether to continue with the marriage or not. But he promised to wed me before the child comes so that I will not born the child out of wedlock the way I was born. Right now, I am confused on what to do. What do you think I should do under the comment section? Please tell me, and do well to share this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. I don't know what they did to my only son that he doesn't want to use his eyes and see me, his mother. My son is 21 years old right now, but I don't know what they did to him. Story time. I gave birth to 3 kids, a boy and 2 girls. And before I got pregnant, it took me like 7 years after marriage. And then there is no kind of word that I did not hear from people. My family, my husband's family, there is nothing that they did not tell me just because I have not given birth. 7 years later, God blessed me with 2 girls and a boy. And this boy happens to be my first issue. So, and we started raising them. And we are trying as a parent to raise them. I was selling akara at the roadside to raise these children. So I'm always off in the morning very early. Then my husband was helping because he doesn't have any tangible something that he was doing at the moment. Like 12 years later, because my son was 12 years when his father passed. So when his father passed, I was still trying my best to raise them. And I managed to send them to secondary school because then my husband was no more. I was the only one catering for the house rent, catering for the feeding and their school fees. So at some point, when my daughters, especially the first one, finished secondary school, she told me that she would start doing sales girl to support me. But my son, I don't know when it started. Does it start when he was in secondary school? Because he even stopped school in JS2. He said he's no longer going to school again, that he needs to be making his own money, that the kind of life we are living is so frustrating and all of that. I was trying to tell this boy that life does not work like that. At least let him finish secondary school, even if he will not go to high institution, of which he don't even have the money for. But let him finish secondary school. He told me no. And I don't know. When I go to sell my akara, I cannot carry him now. Even if I tell him to come, he will tell me that he's not coming. And he started joining the street guys. From joining the street guys, most times if I come back, he will not come back. He usually comes back late. And when I ask him why, he will start telling me that he's now a man, that I don't have such right over him. The one that is breaking me into pieces right now is that I slapped my son trying to correct him. This boy beat me mercilessly to the point that I was rushed to the hospital. I thought that maybe it was a mistake. Ever since then, any little advice from me to my son will pick offense and start giving me gbas. This thing have happened over and over again to the point that I have to call the police on my own son. But in as much as he was in that police detention, I was restless. I was praying for him. I was the one who sent our neighbor, gave him the money to go and bail him. And I was hoping that after being in that police detention that he was going to change. But what happened? Things are getting worse by the day. Right now, I don't know what to do. The situation is terrible. I don't know if anybody have used something against my son, or is it me that failed as a parent? I don't know. So what am I going to do right now to bring my son back? Because there is no strategy that I have not tried. I have woke him up early in the morning. I was crying to him. I was telling him that this thing you are doing is leading you to destruction. There's nothing I did not tell my son, but it is not changing anything. I don't know if it is someone that did something to him or the bad gang that he's following. I can't just tell. Please, I need help. If you know what I should do at this moment, tell me under the comment section and share this video. Thanks for watching.